All right, we're going to do a little bit more of drawing texture in pen. We're going to work on the rope right now. As you can see, I've started to draw in the rope, and I'm just doing the outline of it. I'm not worrying about the twist of the rope yet because I'm going to show you how to do that. So the thing about the twists of the rope is you got to start one and then they just kind of build off of each other. And if we look at just one of the twists, it's almost like a backwards S. So I'll just do it right now. So it's just a line that goes kind of curves up and over, and then it kind of comes down like that, and then loops around the other side, kind of like licorice. So I'll do that again. So actually it builds off of each other. So next one is a little poof, and then it kind of curves around the rope and it poofs around the other side. And again and again. That's basically how you do rope. Okay, and there, it's like a little like loose backwards S. Or how do you write an S? It's like that. It's like the opposite. It's like that. But just very, it's almost like a very loose question mark. Okay. And so they just keep going down and around like that. Okay. And then when it comes to inking it in, so you can go ahead and ink in those lines. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in with some contour lines to help show the texture, that rough, gritty texture of the rope, as well as the form of the rope, because ropes are very round. So what that means is I'm going to come in and just do slightly curved lines that follow the form of the rope. And what I could do is to show a little bit of value, I can darken or put a little bit more of the lines on one side so it goes a little darker to lighter. So again, slightly curved lines. And I'll zoom in so you can see. Okay. So those cross contour lines, those hatching, it's like cross contour hatching, a little bit of curve to it, and a little bit of extra lines on the side to show a little bit of value for it to go from dark to light. Okay, so that's the rope. Now what we'll do is I'll do the basically the tree bark. Okay, I'll start with this one. And what this is just basically very like natural, organic, imperfect lines. And I'm just going to do this with my pencil and go over it with ink. I just need to show you how to draw this, and then you just go over it with ink. So they're mostly horizontal lines, and they just vary in size and length and thickness. So some of them I can thicken up on them. Some of them can be a little bit more thin. Some of them have a little bit more of like a curve to them, so they show they're imperfect. And that's pretty much it. And you just go over it with one of your pens. Now for the knots in the tree, that's very easy because that's just another little shape, a little organic knot shape. Okay, and then maybe you have like a little bit of the lines kind of curve around it. And now you have a knot in your tree trunk. So that's how you do it, and then you just go over it with pen. I recommend doing the pencil first, trying it out with pencil. I'm going to skip down to the next wood one before I run out of time. So basically this is just a lot of vertical lines, okay? And then we have thicker black lines to show the slats in the wood. It kind of looks like a hardwood floor. So those thicker lines to show the slats, you can go ahead and go in with the extra fine Sharpie because that's a little bit thicker. So it'll make things faster for you. Remember, these pens only have so much ink in them. So if you need a thicker line, then use the thicker pen. Now, when it comes to doing these like hatching, this rough hatching, you need to be careful. So you don't want to hold, I want you to use a razor point, whichever one you want. When you go to hold the pen, you can't just do hatch marks like that because it'll look like grass, and you also get that little ball at the end. Okay, so you kind of have to hold the pen to the side a little bit and almost use the edge of it and very lightly, there you go, you'll get the hatching